and welcome to another Triple Threat. My name is Big D, and to my right, California Kid.
Tally ho.
And to my left is Karen.
Howdy.
Are you from Texas or something?
No, I was going to say howdy.
Okay, just don't say yeehaw.
Talk the ways in Indian, I would just go, how?
Okay. Have we learned anything from Johnny Depp being Tonto that it's not a good idea not to be Indian? If you're not Indian, just stop.
I'm part Indian.
I got the review from Muscali. I will bring that in.
And on the phone again is the man, the myth, the bite.
Hello. Hi, okay, I'm not going to do that. After you just said that about Johnny Depp, I'm not even going to do the Lone Ranger quote. Never mind.
Yeah. Kind of shocking that the Lone Ranger isn't doing that good. They said that Disney might lose a lot of money because of that movie.
Talk about saying it's like going to be like a $250 million flop.
Would that be more worse? Would that be more?
When it's called the Lone Ranger and the main focus ain't even the Lone Ranger, that should tell you something.
Isn't that going to be worse than the Tourist that Johnny Depp did with Angelina Jolie?
Okay.
Probably not as big as a buzz, but yeah, they'll be in the same way. When we went to the movie Sportsman July, we didn't see Lone Ranger. We saw the Heat. I
mean, I could see the good side and the bad side of the movie. Yeah, when the movie's not focused on a Lone Ranger, it is kind of bad.
Yeah, and it's like, my girl was shocked because she knows I love Johnny Depp, and even I didn't want to see this movie. It's like, no.
Well,
the thing is,
Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides before I see Lone Ranger.
Well, not a lot of people know about the Lone Ranger. Only people that's, pardon me for saying it, older know about the Lone Ranger.
Yeah, one of my coworkers is much older than me, like maybe 50s. Didn't even know it was a movie coming out. I showed him the trailer on YouTube. He goes, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
I mean, one good thing about Johnny Depp doing the movie is that the profits that he's going to make from it, he's going to donate it to Native American causes.
Yeah, well, that's good, but maybe he should have just produced the thing. They could have found somebody else.
Had to come to mind. Who would they do the Young Guns?
Diamond Phillips.
Yeah, but he's older.
Dude.
He's really old.
Oh, he would have been great.
He would have been great, but he's like, my image of Tonto was like somebody who's like a little bit younger in his 30s, while Lou Diamond Phillips is like in his 50s.
Isn't what's his name?
Adam Beach would have been a good fit.
Yeah, the dude, I was just gonna think that dude from Joe Dirt, the one Native American, he would have,
Yeah.
What about isn't the dude that used to be the Green Ranger in Power Rangers Native American?
Yeah, he's Native American, but he's all tattooed up.
I think they hide it.
You mean Jason David Frank? I mean, I love his acting.
Anybody else name a current younger Native American actor?
There's what are those brothers' names? I always get them confused, but Michael Grey Eyes, he's a pretty good native. He's a great, excellent actor. Steve Reeves, he's a bit older. He's more of a bodybuilder type. I would get him more of like Intimidator. You've seen him in The Longest Yard, the Native American with the scars and all that.
Yeah, I know you're talking about, yeah.
Have any of you seen Hell on Wheels? That's on AMC.
I had a chance to watch
Not yet. I only saw the first episode.
If you saw it, and the one guy, Native American on that show, he would have been a great Tonto.
Yeah.
But you're right. Johnny Depp should have produced it, and they should have gotten. Even though Johnny Depp is part Native American, they could have found a full-blooded Native American to do it.
How part? 25%? What?
I think he's 25%.
I suppose.
Look at
that. The box office of those movies. I mean, against Despicable Me 2. I mean, seriously.
Despicable Me 2.
Those kids and adults was going to be all over that theater because how can you not love Gru and those minions? I mean,
those minions make the movie.
And it's just like, and I just figured like that's not good. It's like Hangover 3 and Fast and Furious 6 all over again. It's like, let's be real. This was the wrong weekend to put your movie out.
Yeah. But we'll talk a little bit more about entertainment in a while. Let's get to wrestling, where we got some. What was that for?
I mean, we are filming a little bit before Raw comes on.
Yeah, that is kind of true.
Yeah. Well, some big news in wrestling this past week. TNA let go of some talent. Oh, before that, let's give some props to the California Kid because he did call it.
Thank you very much, man.
Apparently, all what he's been saying about TNA is pretty much true.
How many shows has it been? I've been on this for.
I think it's like we're up to 10 or 11.
Yeah, I've been proclaiming this for a long time.
Yeah. So
the horrible, like not getting paid.
Okay, let's get down to the list and get to that part first. Okay.
But TNA released some talents. They released Joy Ryan, Christian York, Madison Rain Crimson, and Taylor Hendricks asked for her release.
Oh, that's bad when you ask for your release.
Yeah.
And they're releasing Madison Rain.
Yeah, the story for rumors saying that Taylor Hendricks was offered a contract, but she didn't like the contract, so she decided not to re-sign with them. And
I figured Madison Rain was going to eventually leave anyway, just having the kid. Did she have the kid?
Not yet.
I figured she was going to take time off away anyway. So, the only reason I feel bad about Taylor Hendricks getting fired is that I know she was working this really interesting, cool lesbian angle. So, that kind of bummed me out. Joey Ryan, I thought Joey Ryan they were going to at least consider keeping.
Well, Joey Ryan hasn't been that good since the whole thing with Al Snow. After that, when they put him with Matt Morgan, it just went down.
Yeah, it did. It kind of did.
Yeah, that was.
I mean, I like his concept of the 70s sleaze, gimmick. But once they started pairing him, I know what they're trying to do.
He was better. No, he was better. He was better without those people.
Yeah, he was.
They ruined him when they put him. I liked him as he was. They could have given him some kind of ballet to fit the gimmick and just let him go on a run.
Since he has the whole 70s sleeves, they could have gotten a female,
I loved it.
ballet, showed a little bit of cleavage and stuff like that, and get her skinky and have her as the tough person, but not really the tough. She doesn't look intimidating.
They could have put Tara with him.
Yeah,
I prefer him over that dumbass Jesse daughter.
I loved his look. I just think he was wasted.
Yeah, he was pretty much wasted.
And Christian York, they're getting rid of Christian York. Have I seen much of Christian York's stuff? Not really.
Let's just say it like this: that chick is a colossal failure now. They really need to just stop it now. Because isn't that mostly all the people that were signed from Gotcha?
Except for Crimson and Madison Rain.
Yeah, but most of it's just a failure now.
I don't understand why they're getting rid of the Crimson, really.
They brought him back against Joseph Parks.
They thought that this guy was just going to be a big force, and it just didn't work out.
Yeah.
I mean, they had a good...
he had so much pop and build up around him, and it just did not work.
It was good until the whole thing with ODB and Eric Young. Again, ODB and Eric...
Which one of y'all really hated him?
I didn't really hate the guy. It's just that...
I can't remember, one of y'all totally trashed him the whole time.
I like Crimson.
It was,
She says.
the only person that I really trashed was Gunner. Because
yeah,
that's right. You definitely trashed Gunner.
Well, he was trying to do the whole heel thing, but... it was just generic and just, he didn't give me something to care about him about. I didn't really see why everybody was like...
The only really interesting thing about Gunner is, in terms of the look, is the eyes. He knows how to look like a crazy person.
Yeah, but still, you got to show more than just being crazy and
that's why I said the only interesting thing about him.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's he's just another guy.
I mean, it was more... I won't say it was more sorry as Maven when he was trying to be heel, but
that was terrible.
Still, he had to show me something more than just coming out acting like an asshole.
I mean, you have to have something to make yourself a heel. I mean, every single heel has a little aspect to them.
You gotta have something as a heel. You gotta have something that stands out that makes people remember you, forces them to remember you.
Yeah.
whether that's your physical ability, the way you talk. I mean, whatever. You gotta have that signature.
Like why you became a heel and stuff like that. You know.
As for Madison Rain, she was alright as a wrestler. The whole Killer Queen gimmick, I didn't really understand why she would do that, because to me that was pretty much a play on Angelina Love's gimmick when she was knockout champion.
Yeah.
I give her some props to go from being that little sidekick to just blow up like that.
Yeah.
I do give her that props.
Started out, she was just like the sidekick of the group, and like no one took her seriously, and next thing you know, boom, just kept winning.
Yeah.
That's one of the that's the good wrestling stories, is like when you're that below and then you just climb up.
Yeah.
So I'll definitely miss Madison Rain.
Well, you know, they might bring her back like when she's ready, but you know, who knows with TNA.
You never know.
Well, speaking of you know, them releasing talent, the reason was because they said that you know, for budget cuts, which I don't understand, because apparently Taz got re-signed over the weekend by TNA. If y'all remember, there was rumors that Taz might be jumping ship from TNA to WWE. He put a post on his Twitter about the Raw show in Brooklyn, and then he took it down. And, you know, it started the whole rumor mill about him jumping to WWE.
Didn't they say he was also half-assing on commentary?
He kind of is half-assing on commentary, because I've been watching it as of late, and it was kind of like, really?
Yeah, because like
at least when they had the other guy, Tony or Todd or whatever.
Todd.
Yeah, Todd. He tried to keep everything focused.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have never liked Taz's commentary.
I never liked it when I started watching. It's something about him that I just don't like.
It's just that there's no.
He tries too hard to be that New York thug, but then also trying to be funny.
He's trying to mix in, like, he can't stay focused sometimes, and when he is focused, he's too much Taz in there. Like, I just you know, and I think one of the biggest mistakes of Taz's entire career was to let WWE convince him to start talking.
Yeah.
That was one of the worst. It killed his character.
When you look at him back in the day in ECW, when he went to WWE as a submission machine, and when he started talking and like that, the whole funny thing, it's just like, that's so strange.
Some wrestlers shouldn't talk. They just should wrestle. They should have a manager that should talk with them.
Especially when you look like Taz, you have your skill like Taz, you don't need to talk, but especially commentating.
I didn't think like when they brought on Bobby Lashley, one of the things that made him look terrible is his voice. It didn't work for him.
Yeah.
He had a terrible voice to be that big. But they should never let him talk.
That's definitely one dude. If he never said a thing, he would have been just fine.
No, he wouldn't have, because here's why. He would have been fine in terms of move execution, but because they started, I don't know if it was his decision or whether it was his trainer's decision, but his striking was some of the worst in the business's history, in my opinion. I have never seen such bad striking. Never. On a professional level, like at that level, you out there soft licking, man. It's just like some of the worst hitting I've ever seen.
Yeah, but here's my take about Taz. He really sucks as an announcer. Like Karen was saying on the few episodes of Impact, where that rock guy came out and he was doing the guitar and he called him Van Hammer. I know one person liked it, but I thought that was kind of...
That's like 93, 94 shit when he said that.
Yeah, that was pretty much trashing the dude before he even got in the ring. And then he started singing Mickey James' Hardcore Country song, which made me want to mute the show right off the bat.
I'm proud of y'all for actually listening to the commentary on Impact. I haven't muted the whole time, honestly, you know.
I have to sit and listen just to see what's going on.
I don't even try to listen to him anymore.
And also, the problem is the whole Aces and A thing. Like, I don't really see why that they need him. I mean, to me, is the major reason why I don't like the commentary in TNA right now, because at least with Todd, he took away from it and you can focus on him. while Taz and Mike, they were going back and forth about the whole Aces and Eights thing, which gets annoying.
Yeah, it really did.
They had Todd was the play-by-play.
But there's a back when Vince, Jim Ross, and King were doing Raw, and King was like the heel. King was putting over the heel talents, no matter who they were.
Yeah, King did a great job.
It worked, but Taz and Mike Day and Mike Day going back and forth about, oh, you were Aces and A's, and why y'all?
You have to, if you're gonna do 3 commentators, you always have to have that commentator that'll go for the heels, and then that commentator that goes for the good guys, and then you have that one that's focuses in neutral. Not only will he be the neutral, but he does the play-by-play, because you two are just talking about your own damn shit. But Taz, he's part of Aces and Eights, but I don't understand why you're gonna have a commentator part of Aces and Eights. What's he gonna do? Nothing. He's not going to promote their cause.
The only thing that he did that was worthy in it was when Bully Ray faced off against Jeff Hardy in that ladder. That was it like the hammer on the
pole match?
Yeah, and it was a ladder match, and Taz gave him the hammer, and he smacked Jeff Hardy and won the match. That was the only useful Taz has ever been since he joined Aces and Eights.
Here's the thing about this whole let's talk about commentary setups. Now, WCW used to have, of course, your guy who was going for the heels, guy who was going for the good guys. They had a pitch man who would do all the promotional stuff, all the on-air promotional stuff. Like anytime something happened out there in the ring or backstage, that person's responsibility was to be the pitch man for the products that they were trying to sell, the merchandise mover. And then they had the play-by-play.
Yeah, but
so they had a play-by-play, but it didn't. None of the parties killed each other.
Yeah.
Well, WCW did have some worse ones. Steven Michael, he was horrible though.
Oh yeah.
The guy that took over after Bobby Heenan left. I forgot who he was, but he joined Tony and the dude with the ball spot.
Oh.
And he was like overexcited, talking about, this is the greatest man ever.
Oh yeah. I couldn't stand him.
I forgot who the guy's name was.
I know exactly. I know exactly what you're talking about.
And
that was a hell of an impression, man.
I couldn't remember his name, so I tried to see if would jog anybody's memory about it. But
I know you're talking about. Can you do it one more time?
No.
Okay.
But it's just that I don't really see the point in Taz. I would have tried to get Todd back and just let Taz go. If you're trying to save money, you might want to get rid of Taz and all these other people. I mean, let's be serious. If it is budget cuts and you really need to save money, you need to get rid of Hogan, Brooke, and Eric Bischoff. It's been like 3-4 years now, and they haven't really done anything for the ratings.
They're leeches.
Yeah, but the thing is,
they're leeches.
Dixie Carter is just too nice, and she won't let anybody go.
She'll
let the younger talents go, but she won't let the older talents go.
If she wants
TNA to survive, I think it's been time to let Hogan go. He hasn't drawn people. He hasn't drawn them any views. The ratings has been stuck at 1 point whatever for so long. The Monday Night War with WWE was a colossal failure. I mean, right now it's just a waste of money. He can't wrestle anymore. He can't do anything to help promote the product, to get it past a 1.0. What's the point of him being there anymore?
Well, a lot of these people being there. I mean, they're all...
and it's also to bring up the point, trying to get the story over. You got Brooke Hogan getting engaged, and then
getting married, and then finding out that Willie Ray's part of the president of Aces and Eights, and now they're having this whole little tiffy taffy blah 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 against each other, and now they're united because Suicide won the belt.
Oh yeah, I was going to get into that about the whole Suicide. Did we talk about that in the last show?
No.
Okay. Here's the one thing I need to understand. You're gonna expose Suicide, that you've been trying to build up the character, which is a dumb idea that they got from the stupid video game, which was bad.
Very.
you bring out the wrestler and you expose him, telling people who he is. What was the point in that? You could just say, well, I have a good authority that, that's not suicide.
Yeah, because, like, every other person that has played suicide have been 6 feet or more tall. The suicide that they brought out was not 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
It was awful.
That was awful.
And then they changed his name, which made no sense.
Well, they changed the
Mimic, something like that.
I mean, if you're gonna have a masked character that's shrouded in mystery, then have that masked character that's shrouded in mystery.
Mimic.
Yeah.
What was the name of Goldust's second character? Like 9 or something like that.
Black Rain.
Black Rain.
Was it worse than the Undertaker ripoff in WCW?
Oh god, that was bad too.
Was that the one where? Yeah, it was the one where he came out and he was floating.
Yeah.
And it was so bad that he pretty much killed it and just went on a rant about how WCW fired his dad and all that crap.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you're gonna have a character that's shrouded, like, I understand suicide is from parts unknown, shrouded in mystery, yada yada yada, and you're building up this character. Why the hell are you gonna bring him out here to say, who are you, blah blah blah? I understand why they did it, but that's just stupid. Yeah. He won the title. Who cares? All right, he won, the X Division title. Who cares? I hate the fucking 3-way that they always do to get that damn X Division title.
Yeah, that is stupid.
They need to do something different with that.
They need to, like we said before in the earlier show, they need to refurbish that whole division.
They really, really, truly do.
Yeah.
I like masked characters. I really do. Because there is an added nuance of mystery to them.
Haven't we learned a lesson from WCW and Rey Mysterio? How they screwed him up with the whole revealing his face.
Oh, yeah, they made him do that.
And then WWE try to act like people doesn't remember.
Oh, no, we remember, baby. We remember. We have long memories. We're like elephants. Wrestling fans are like elephants.
Yeah, I remember that episode on Tough Enough where he was talking to the contestants, and then they had the camera turned away to the Rey Mysterio's back, and he revealed his face, and he was like, and Nelson was like, well, this is an honor because, he's showing his face, and you know how important it is with masked wrestlers, they keep their identity. I'm like, Al, we've seen his face before in WCW.
It doesn't matter at
It's
this
not
point.
that secret anymore.
Yeah, I mean, know why they did that.
If you want to go back to honor, you're just going to have to bring in new masked wrestlers who do not show their face.
Yeah, but
I mean, like that Japanese mayor, I believe he was a mayor or a senator or whatever. They told him that
I know who you're talking. Yeah.
They told him he needed to unmask when he comes into the beanies. He was like, "No, this is me. The whole mask is me. I do not take off my mask for anything."
I can't remember his. I know who you're talking about though. Yeah. I can't remember his name right now. Start with S.
It's just that you say you're in dire need of money and you're wasting your money on people like Taz, Hogan, Brooke. And I hate to say it, but Sting also.
I mean,
the only ones that with all the money and stroke that needs to be there is Kurt because Kurt is still going.
Kurt is still sell.
He can still do quality matches. Sting, on the other hand, he's about almost to the point where he's up there with Ric Flair. He just needs to retire. I mean, Sting has done all he could for the company. Having him as champion ain't gonna do nothing anymore. The whole Sting coming back, leaving and coming back is gotten old to the point where nobody really cares anymore. It's just about time for Sting to hang it up.
Sting.
And like I said before about Rampage, TNA is not like doing paying him all the money. Is pretty much TNA. And I would guess that Belfort and Spike is putting in most of the money. So, it's just that, with all this thing with TNA, it's just you got to get rid of the real dead weight instead of generate talent that you really need.
Because here's the thing, that dead weight is chained contractually. You see, I think
there are.
If you really sit up and look, okay, let's do some theorizing here. If TNA on the road for about a month, they go to what, like they may do about 5 shows in a month. Like they may get to about 5 towns in a month. Like how many, whatever they hit. Like the money they make. Like think about this, the percentages. How much would Hogan get paid? Like how much does he take home?
Well, if I remember from one of the shows I listened to, they said that Hogan went to the that Brooklyn show where that that TNA special event that they have at Brooklyn with the baseball field and all that.
Yeah, I know, but
if Hogan went to that, it would have cost them $10,000 to for him to show up.
Listen, you got this money flowing like water. You got money flowing like water, and the one thing that
Pike, are you okay?
sounds like he's having a.
Who, me? Are you talking to me?
Yeah, are you okay?
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just listening.
Okay.
You know, I was thinking about, you guys were talking about that. I was thinking about how much greater it'd be if Hogan wasn't there. I've just really been on cloud nine, imagining how happy it would be if Hogan wasn't there or broke. But yeah, I was just waiting for y'all to finish.
The salaries are, sucking them up.
I mean, if I was, were to come into TNA.
Mike also have a hand in paying Hogan too.
Yeah, they have a hand in paying Sting, Hogan.
I know Sting they do, and Angle too, ain't it?
Angle and Rampage.
Well, see, here's the thing. All that money, especially with Rampage, the extra debt of having Rampage there, it's so much money flowing to the top, but like
nothing's trickling down to the bottom.
Yeah, how much is like now? I wonder how many people on roster take pay cuts, or how many people on roster like were told, we're having to do a pay cut, we're running, and the lower talent. They kind of know where all the money is going, but you can't say anything because right now you have nowhere to jump to because you can't get that deal with WWE right now.
Yeah.
And the indies aren't quite gonna do it for your annual, so you just kind of are stuck there.
Well, if I remember correctly, the top times that getting paid a lot are Taz, Hogan, Sting, Angle, and Christy Hemme, who is not wrestling, but she's an announcer.
Oh yeah, Christy Hemme gets paid very well.
I mean, granted, she does like stuff on the website. Like she just did another knockout commercial for the website, and I think she's over the Knockouts website also. But still,
Yeah, if I were like to be like head TNA, oh my God, people are gonna be working their asses off. People are going to be dropping like flies. People are going to be hired.
And everything.
I'll be like, I will be the Black Queen. I was like, you want to wrestle? You want to be here? You need to prove it to me. Prove it to me in that ring.
Or off of your head. Well, the job, at least. Off the job.
Yeah.
I would like restructure. I would restructure the rosters.
Snap some shit in, so.
Here's the thing, you got if they want their company not to close within the next year, actually, some people are gonna have to be ousted.
Incredible.
Yeah, but
it really should not have gone as far as it has.
Yeah, but it just keeps getting worse.
To Orlando, to this, and that's why the fact that it's 11 years now.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem good for TNA, especially with the report about the relationship with OVW is in shambles because of various money problems. And people were saying about Al Snow making promises, allegedly, promises that he can't really keep and he doesn't have the power to act on. Yeah. And some of the wrestlers talking about back pay from 6 months that they haven't been paid yet.
I said it. They're in the red. There is no money. You see, there is no money.
Well, there's a report that said that it's a report saying that allegedly it's Panda Energy's fault and that somebody was exaggerating by being 6 months, but it's like 4 to 3 months behind.
It's still months behind.
Yeah, the point is it's in the red. And when you're in the red and you're a company and you have to leave, you have to leave HQ because you have to go on the road because you have to try to make up some of the difference for your losses. Whether it's just bad management, bad financing, bad salary pay, whatever it is, you're in the red. And the fact that you're in the red means that probably more than one person was irresponsible in getting you there. Yeah. Either somebody in charge didn't say when, didn't call the shots and say, okay, we need to stop this. It comes down not only to Dixie Carter, it comes down to her whole administration. Like, nobody put a stop to this. Nobody stood and said, okay, we're going to ruin the company. We're bringing Dixie. We can't afford to pay anybody. If you do this, you will close by this date. Somebody has the numbers. They always have somebody who knows the numbers.
Somebody needs from the outside need to go in. Like, she needs to hire like an outside accountant to come in, look at all her books, and be like, this is where your money's going.
No, this is where your money has gone.
This is where your money has gone. You see what I mean? This is where your money's going. You're not getting any money back in to replenish this. Either these things need to change, or you'll be out in a year or two.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, because right now, there's no money. And when you got back pay of any sort, there's no money.
Yeah.
There's no money. The money's already spent. Like, by the time you made the money at these travel, going on the road is not going to help. Going insane trying to sell every piece of merchandise imaginable is not going to help you. Well, no, not when you're in the red.
Yeah.
Well, let me bring this up. Somebody brought up this idea and was saying that maybe TNA should find a spot to just stay there and stay there for like a whole season, then go out on the road or do a few.
But the thing is,
that still won't work because you're still paying too many people.
Yeah.
You're still paying too much on too few people. Like when you have people who are just sucking your reserves dry, and you're pulling money from the network, you're pulling money from sponsors, you're making deals with MMA, a different product, what's it called, competitionary product, really, for views. You're doing everything imaginable to keep the company open. You're paying yourself if you run the company. You're just your car. You're paying yourself a hefty amount, but you're paying a guy you brought in, Hulk Hogan, who Shaddai just said, and he's absolutely right, is failing at his job because nothing has improved. Nothing, not a damn thing has improved.
Yeah,
it's a sinking ship.
It is. I mean, they have to find somebody who knows. If they would have listened to Paul Heyman, they wouldn't be so deep in the hole that they're in right now.
Oh yeah, love overboard. Shoot, what's it called? Just like Steve Harvey said, they're cooling the gang and be building a boat out of a table, and they should get out, man. That's what some of the wrestlers do. Jump overboard. Overboard.
I mean, one of them did jump overboard. She was like, "Can I get my?"
She was smart.
She's like, "I would like release."
She swam for it.
I mean, you know how bad it is when most of your knockouts are pretty much either don't want to come back or wanting to leave. I mean, Angelina Love won their top knockouts, didn't want to come back. Tracy Brooks didn't want to come back. The whole thing with Daphne. I mean,
RVD walked.
He
walked.
Already got the hell out of there. That's what he did.
I mean, when your wrestlers are like not coming back, that should be a red flag to be like, okay, we need to do something. As a fan, I see this. I see the structure that needs to be, reworked in order for everything to, to flow properly. Because if you go into this business with a retail mind, you can actually fix everything.
See, unlike WWE, TNA, the thing that makes TNA almost unforgivable in my eyes, and with WWE, we come to expect that they're going to screw us up the ass every once in a while. It's like being in a cell with somebody like that. We know that's going to happen. But here's the thing: TNA was our friend. TNA is somebody that TNA is like your only friend. Back when they got started, that was like your brother or your cousin. TNA had something I wanted to buy. Yeah, TNA can still make something I want to buy. TNA has made things I bought. TNA claims it cares about me. But the thing that makes TNA worse than WWE is that right now they're not doing any of that. Right now TNA is worse than WWE because the fact they have the ability to do something about it and they won't.
What's going on with AJ Styles? I mean, he wasn't even at the last taping.
That's somebody who needs to walk. He needs to listen to Bret Hart and walk.
These guys that just stuck around, lifestyle.
Actually, he wasn't.
And Joe and just
last
like,
week he faced Kazarian.
He did? I didn't see it.
Yeah, he faced Kazarian last week.
Yeah, Styles was there last week.
Really? Because I didn't see it. Where was I? Because I was watching.
Because they did the Bound for Glory season, and he faced Kazarian. And Bad Influence. Bad Influence did the Siegfried and Roy skit.
Oh, that's another guy who stuck around Daniels. I mean, my God.
Yeah,
that's another talent they should walk.
I was watching.
Just lollygagged him since the beginning.
He was one of the suicides.
I have set up. I remember that.
Were both suicide at one point.
Yeah. That's why he's like suicide is supposed to be 6 feet tall, over 6 feet tall, and those two men are over 6 feet tall.
It's just that it's sad to see TNA in the state that in. This has got a good part. Hell, still to this day, they have a better roster than WWE. But, because they forgot what brought them to the dance and what made them popular, because back when WWE didn't have any tag team division, the Divas division was pretty much going to crap because Trish was retiring. And, they only had Mickie James and Victoria at the time. And, they had good tag team division. They had the X division. Then later on, they had a great knockout division. And then somewhere in between there, they forgot all about that and started focusing more on storyline and copying off WWE to the point where it pretty much hurt the company and they lost everything that they built up on.
I mean, the thing is, some people like storyline, some people don't. If you know how to balance wrestling with storyline, you can get a good product. But TNA has mucked it up to the point where it's just no longer a good product.
TNA was at a point where they were just whatever story they did when they were coming up and they were really hot. Whatever story they did was pretty damn basic, and that's why it went well, because it was basic. It was either a rivalry, somebody took something from you, or just basically it was some kind of an injury storyline. But basically, here's the thing: every character on that show was committed. Everybody there, that roster was good. They didn't water nothing down. Everybody went out there and gave it their all. They weren't on the road so they could do it. The matches told the story. There was your story in the match. They did all their talking in the ring. They did all their storytelling, their plot lines. It all happened in the match. That's what made it good. That's why we watched it. It was different. It was new. It was like a golden age of its own. The X division where they had everybody in there. It was like how many was in the X? Like 16 people. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
I mean, if I was to rework the whole thing, you'll have the main roster, your X division roster, and then you have your knockout roster. And everyone will have at least some amount of time within that ring. If there's going to be a storyline, okay, there's going to be a storyline. Don't be dropping sugar all over the place, man. I see you dropping sugar everywhere. My first official order will come out, look at Hulk Hogan and say, "You're fired. Get out of my ring. Get out of my building." And I'll bring every single wrestler out. And look at every single one of them. If you want to keep your job, you better prove to me that you can wrestle and that you love this job. And then everybody who has a title.
You know what, BD?
What?
It'd be like, the way she sounds, it reminds me of it. It'd totally be like the ending of the one season of Walking Dead when Rick looked at all of
Hey, spoilers.
He's at season 1.
Oh, season 1?
Not season 1, it was season 2.
Oh, he hasn't finished season 2 yet.
No, that's season 3. We're on season 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're into season 4.
Okay, season 2. Go ahead and do the season 2
It's like when Rick looked at everybody and said, "This ain't a democracy anymore."
Yeah. Because that would be this ain't a democracy. This is now a monarchy.
You got to put that growl this ain't a democracy no more.
Yeah.
And then, that's what I was thinking when you were saying all that.
Yeah.
Because what I would do is actually strip of everybody of their titles, and guess what? You're going to have to re-earn these titles.
Yeah.
But
puts it down.
So, audience, as you can see, we're very excited for Thursday night.
let's not get it wrong. We hope TNA survives. We hope because we need more competition. Even though TNA is not really
we need the product you used to sell.
But with our age having their problems and them not doing any more pay-per-view because they've been having a lot of problems doing them, and they're pretty much on floundering, and now TNA's floundering. We don't want WWE to be just the only product anymore.
Yeah, but the thing is that in order for that to happen, TNA needs to change. TNA needs to figure out what they need to do to change. They're not changing. They're not listening to anybody.
Yeah. And maybe that they're too deep in, because like I said, contractually, you got all these people locked in a contract. You can't break contract because you can't afford to do the payoff. You can't afford to severance somebody. How are you going to severance somebody when you ain't got no money to begin with?
Yeah, it's true.
You got the insurance on it.
Like basically, if I was there, they're contractually bound. Like if Sting and Hogan and everybody that needs to go is contractually bound, but we cannot pay them off. I'm like, okay, storyline wise, you're fired. You're not gonna be on TV. Go do something. Nuh-uh. You're not on this show. I do not want to see you here.
What needs to happen is if Dixie wants to repair this company, she needs to go ahead and do that. Walk some people off the show. Tell them, look, you're still on contract. You're going to get paid, whatever. Just be like, you're done, though. Like, I don't need you on the show anymore. In so many words, whatever. But basically gather whatever roster members of value, ask them to call their friends in the indies, tell them to show up, tell everybody to show up to the arena one evening and just tell everybody the truth. Tell everybody the truth about what happened. Tell everybody you're sorry. You didn't know the business. You're learning the business, or whatever you got to say to get into their souls and tell them, look, at this moment, all I have is TV time. I can't pay any of you, but I promise you that when we get back out of this hole, everyone here will be taken care of. You guys just have to trust me on this. None of the people who were sucking up the money are here tonight, as you noticed. That's because they're not going to be coming back. I need all of you. She needs to just really change. She needs to turn the company around. And sometimes you have to hurt people to do that because you made a mistake.
I mean, she does. Before do that, she needs to go ahead and do that, and then have a figurehead who'll come out and fire the people on there as a storyline to get them out of the building, and that's the reason why they're out.
You need somebody, and you need a general manager who's a real general manager. You need a real asshole back there.
I'll do it in a heartbeat.
Somebody.
Yes, we know you will.
Hey, I'm Blazing Fury. I'll come out there with a kendo stick, a flaming kendo stick, and beat your ass.
Yeah, for real.
Daniel knows.
There'll be something people will pay to see. But since we're talking about TNA, let's
two of the happiest topics we found at the beginning of our show. Mm-hmm. The Lone Ranger bombing and how crappy Impact TNA is.
Yeah, but let's talk about let's get these out of the way before we go to another one. The new members of Main Event Mafia.
Oh God! Why?
Wait, which one are you talking? Which one are you referring to, Karen?
All of them.
Well, for those that don't know, new members of Main Event Mafia was last week was Joe. This week it was Madness.
That was last week, baby.
Yeah, last week.
We gotta end this.
Well, I didn't really think they could put Madness in it, but somebody had brought to my attention that he was once world champion at Rocket King.
Oh God.
Yeah, he's the Ricky King. Ricky one King. That Jeff Jarrett was doing.
Yeah. But still, I wouldn't count that.
You know, you're or depressed with Impact, just go on YouTube and watch some Rinka King episodes. You'll feel better a little bit.
Yeah. And also, this week, spoilers for those that don't want to know, depending on when this will come up, The new member of Main Event Mafia would be Rampage.
Oh God, my soul. I mean, I have no soul. Never mind.
Probably one of the just.
I pity those fools.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I had to bring up him in the 18 movie. I had to say I pity those fools.
I do pity those
I
fools.
still haven't seen that.
It's actually a pretty good movie.
Yeah, for real.
But yeah, just when I read that,
I mean,
I thought I was praying to God there was a misprint.
I don't want to hate on Madness, but honestly, I still don't see him being anything extraordinary. I mean, if I can be honest, the only thing extraordinary about him is that he gets to bang Mickey James.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, I don't really see anything that would make him be like the top star. You know, that TNA
him
is
and Mickey
trying
James are dating?
Yeah.
Oh, ew.
I don't see that, I don't see, anything, that would say he's the next top star.
Honestly, I'm a little more optimistic. I just think compared to some of the other younger guys there, he's like the one I would put somewhat money in. I don't know. Something about him just says like he has potential. I won't say he's going to be a top guy, but
maybe a mid card.
They got some faith in him.
Yeah.
I mean, the series just started. Look how many points he's already got.
What was that?
I mean,
come on, you open your mouth. You gotta say it.
Like you're talking about, he has some face in him. Like he does not have a good-looking face. I'm talking about look-wise.
Okay.
That's coming from that's a female perspective, so it counts.
Watch him, like I said, watch him end up in the last two of that series.
Yeah, watch. It'd be great.
Watch it happen.
I can understand why they put Rampage in there, but doesn't it kind of mess up the whole plan of him and Kurt Angle?
Kind of does.
Oh, I would have liked to see him in a match first before anything.
Yeah.
Like maybe have a one-on-one, but
Yeah.
Hey, you got us talking about it, so.
Yeah. And also, let's talk about the X Division match from last week. Hogan ordered Austin Aries to put his title on the line against Chris Sabin and Mimic now. That's what they call him, Suicide now. But Mimic got beat up by the Aces and Eights, so it was pretty much a one-on-one match.
Here's my thing about Mimic. I mean, Mimic is supposed to be that mysterious supernatural character, right? He should have been able to been taken on those guys, be beaten up, and then come to the ring limping, and yet still put on a good match.
That used to be the trend, They don't do that anymore.
I mean, if you're going to be a supernatural character, yeah, face adversity. Aha! Adversity. Come to the ring, put on a good match, and then do whatever happens. But still, be that whole supernatural. Ooh, candy. Supernatural element. Show your guts, and then.
Yeah, but it turned into a one-on-one between Sabin and Aries, which was a great match.
Finisher was sick.
Yeah, sick finisher. Okay, I gotta say this, and probably you can back me up if I'm wrong or not, but wasn't Sabin's finisher supposed to be called the Cradle Shot?
I think so.
Isn't that what he called it?
The Cradle Shot. Yeah, that was.
Why the hell did they change that?
What do they call it?
They call it Hail Sabin now.
No, it's the Cradle Shot.
It's called Cradle Shot.
It's supposed to be the Cradle Shot.
I never understood that. Because when Todd was there and Sabin came back, it's like Taz, MITB, and Todd didn't even know what his finisher was. I'm like, it's the Cradle Shot. Then they decided to call it the Hail Sabin.
They probably didn't know. Those idiots probably didn't know. They're so airbrained now.
I understand Todd not knowing because he knew.
Todd should know. If you get that job, here's something about commentating. When they hire a commentator, if you're gonna do play-by-play, or if they hire you, you need to know everything. Like
that's true.
You need to know the moves. You need to know. By the time you get on the air, you should know all of that.
Yeah.
All of that. At least ask before you go out there. You got the headset. Ask the director. Okay, what is Chris Sabin's finish move? Okay, good. You know, like,
yeah,
do something professional.
But it was a good match, and Saban got the title back, which made no sense of why they took it off of him, and then to put it back on him again. I didn't really get that. I guess it was just to introduce Aries back into the X division, but
see that whole little line of turning in your X division title to become a world heavyweight champion. That was kind of stupid.
That was dumb.
Actually, no, it was good.
No, it's dumb because here's the thing: some of the X division guys are not heavyweight material.
Yeah,
but like Aries was main event material.
I'm not talking about main event material.
Aries was, Joe was.
What do you say, Pike?
I used to say back in the day, after Saban won that belt for like the fourth or third time, that it'd be interesting to see him in the heavyweight division.
I mean, okay, yeah, but some of the guys are not heavyweight material.
He should be in the main event mafia.
Well, here's my thing about this. Like, to its credit, the X Division title is one of those titles that at the time I thought was a good addition. Because most times in a company like TNA where it's based on wrestling, I almost be like, okay, why do we even have a secondary belt? You know, why doesn't everybody just slug it out and go for the heavyweight title? Like, I would just put everybody in line and just let everybody try to get the world championship. But how
many titles does TNA have?
They have the world title. They had the TV title. They had the tag titles and the knockout tag titles and the knockout titles.
They're going to discontinue the TV one.
They discontinued it.
That's what I heard. They're going to discontinue it.
Makes sense since they haven't done it. They really.
I mean, you can do something with the TV title. The TV title should be like the IC title where you're the workman. You are the heavy workman.
Well, that was the whole point.
But the thing
they
is, they're not
said
doing
that
it.
It was supposed to be on TV all the time, but then Devon got it back, and then it was never shown on TV again.
See, if you're going to have all these titles and you're going to have them with some significance to them, then you need to put significance to them. I would have put that title on somebody who was a workman, who is willing to go out there to defend his title day in and day out.
Hell, I say put it on Madness. Put it on, if you really want to get him over, put it on him. Put it on, who else? Hell, Kenny King. Put it on all those other guys.
Yeah, put it on a workman that's willing to go out there working day in, day out, go to like the house shows. That is a workman's title.
Yeah.
So they need to do that.
But, and at the end, Saban looked at Bullet Ray and pretty much told him that, he might be coming from. So, Saban might cash in Austin C and take on Bullet Ray, which it would be a good match, but we all know good and well they're not going to take the title.
So is it the world title or the heavyweight title?
Option C.
Team 3D feud.
Oh.
And I think those two together would make an interesting feud.
Option C said that if he gives the X Division title back, he gets a shot at the world title.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they have a world title and a heavyweight title?
No. TNA world title.
Okay.
Yeah, TNA title.
All right. Got it done. All right.
But,
easy mistake.
Yeah, but I still don't see.
See, what TNA doesn't also have, what pisses me off, is that they don't have dual champions or anything like that anymore. Like people holding two titles.
Well, they did. AJ, Joe.
But they don't have it anymore.
Well,
that's because nobody's worthy right now.
Yeah, remember when Joe and Angle had all the belts?
Yeah, but that was stupid. Cause then he had the Japanese title and he had the TNA title. I think Joe gave him like one of the titles.
Yeah, like what was that about? Yeah, because I didn't think Joe should have given him one. Like, I think Joe
wasn't it the TNA World title he gave him because it was the King of the Mountain and
I think that was a little bit. I'm talking like the feud they had before that when they had the belts.
Yeah,
they're like.
Yeah, Kurt Angle had all three because he had the X title. He had
Kurt was
he had the Japan. He had the I forgot what
the IWGP. He had
all the belts. He had the World Heavyweight title, and then he had to fight like 3 times on the pay per view because he faced Jay Lee for the X title, and Jay Lee won the belt.
Right.
And then he had to put the Japanese title against Jarrett, I think.
Yeah, and then I forgot who. Speaking
of Jarrett, what happened to Jeff Jarrett? What's he doing?
sitting at home.
Oh my God! You want to know what? You know, the last I saw him was on Sunday, and he was, you know, I saw him on CMT.
Oh yeah, he was doing that redneck countdown with James Storm and Vella Sky. No, not Vella Sky, but Brooke Hogan, which makes no sense.
Well,
sense.
It was funny at the time. He's in that movie on Netflix that's coming tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know that movie that came out with the girls in bikinis, Robin Banks, that's got James Franco in it?
The Spring Breakers?
Yeah, it's Jarrett's in that.
Oh, God. Hey, you know what? They made another movie with wrestling and zombies. Matt Hardy's in it. Roddy Piper's in it.
What?
Yeah, that was the one where all the legends were during WrestleMania. That's why a lot of them were at WrestleMania.
They were doing a movie.
They were doing that.
What?
What's it called?
I forget what it's called. Oh, Jim Hacksaw was in it.
What?
Yeah, he had his trusty 2x4 beating zombies in the head. I was like, what the hell is this shit?
Oh my goodness.
We need to find this. We need to find this movie.
Yes.
Would I watch that movie?
You know you'll watch it.
If I had a drink next to me, I'd totally watch that movie.
You watched 12 Rounds too.
I need to still watch it. I still have that movie. Like, me and you need to sit down and watch it and critique it.
You're really comparing 12 Rounds 2 to this zombie movie?
Okay, my bad.
There you go. Use another one. Say another movie.
There was another movie with RVD and Dave Bautista in it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That
we
movie.
did now. We did rent that movie.
That was I watched Bad Movie Beatdown. That was a god-awful movie.
I want to see it.
Which one?
The one with Batista and RVD. The one with RVD.
We saw that movie and
the one where RVD got.
Batista was injured at the time.
The one
he did was move his arms. He did like a Steven Seagal.
The one where RVD was pissed off that David Batista was getting promoted more than him, even though Batista only had like a bit part in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really, he really did not do that much.
Yeah.
And I would have been like, RVD, you're in a movie with Ja Rule and Amari on, and you're pissed off about that? I'd be pissed off that I'm working with Ja Rule and Amari on.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Yeah, I'd be pissed off more about that than
Kind of embarrassing.
Yeah. He'd be like, RVD put it on me.
It's called, man. Jacked up, man.
Anyway.
When this show gets on the air, I'm gonna mention that when I post it, going, here's his impression of Ja Rule.
Okay.
Now right quick, throw one that you got served. Go ahead.
You just did, didn't you?
Whatever.
Whatever. Back to the topic.
Okay.
All right. We got another one, folks. WWE has suspended Ricardo Rodriguez for a wellness violation.
Because of fat burners.
Allegedly.
I mean, I was thinking about this the other day.
Well, that explains why he got
I looked at Ricardo and just thought, he did not work.
What?
The fat burners do not work.
Obviously.
I mean, look at him. Of all people, he's the one that screws up.
I did say allegedly, so we don't know for sure.
Yeah, we don't know for sure.
But
if it's true, though, I mean, my God.
Well, it explains why he got thrown to the table on SmackDown.
It explains the guitar injury.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you know, if it was true for the fat burners, then what the hell is in these fat burners that, you know, is getting him violated?
What on the WWE wellness formulary can you not have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, and did he start taking them? And then they think, hey, we're going to do the wellness thing. But they're fat burners. Well,
I think it's kind of unfair to him because somehow, I mean, I know weed is not part of the wellness problem, but still, Swagger gets...
because with weed, it's only like a fine.
Yeah. Swagger gets caught by cops with weed, and he's still able to go and work.
And a DUI.
But he's still able to work.
And to go to court.
Yeah. And, you know, now Ricardo got to sit out for 30 days.
For allegedly, to say fat burners.
And it's probably going to kill his pushing. He's going to... I mean, I like where him and Del Reed were on the same page, and he wasn't thrown back into the whole... stupid servant angle he did at the beginning.
You actually like him as his heel butler who actually does stuff.
I like
Rodrigo, Ricardo can actually wrestle.
That's what I've been saying. Like, if you go watch this developmental, the guy can actually go.
Yeah.
And for a guy who, at least he's not as big as Brodus Clay or. But he could actually move. He could actually wrestle. He could actually do like a lot of things. I would like to see him in a wrestling capacity, really. Like when CM Punk's
he had a stable in NXT. He was in charge of a stable.
Like when
you see him on Raw or SmackDown with this gimmick, it's like, come on, man, you can whoop his ass.
When Punk came back, wanted to wrestle, he looked at Ricard's like, you got some wrestling trunks underneath there? I'll wrestle you.
That would have been a great moment for him to finally come out.
He should have come out and gone and had a great match. That would have been awesome.
Instead,
that would have been talking about putting somebody over, but
if I was a writer, I was like, if you want to get to Alberto Del Rio, you have to get through his Goonie, and that's Ricardo. And I would make Ricardo like the main heel that you have to get to him. That's your test.
Advantage. What if after 30 days, you have him come out there, a completely different person, it's still Ricardo, but now you get to see him move more.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Slowly build it up. Like, wait, he can do this, he can do that.
Yeah, let's just hope it doesn't go back to the useless serving.
I don't see them doing it right away, but man, what a great story that would be.
Yeah.
I would love to see that. I'd be like, hey, writers, pay attention to this. Slowly build up Ricardo Rodriguez into a heel into a Butler heel that could wrestle.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Oh, yeah. Tell me they wouldn't do that gimmick.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
But I hope you can take these 30 days to reflect. Go on Twitter or something, and the 30 days will be gone before you know it.
Yeah, no.
Tell these people that.
Yeah. All right, let's get to the topic that Invasion Fury has been begging me to say already. Reportedly, Shawn Michaels did an interview, and he didn't name names, but apparently he was talking to Vince, and Vince admitted to him allegedly that he didn't see money in Daniel Bryan.
And then, right after Michaels was trying to deny it was about Bryan, and he knows about Bryan.
Yeah, we all know it's about Bryan.
Yeah.
I gotta say that this is utter bullshit.
I don't understand.
There ain't no way.
How can you not see money in him?
I mean, for God's sakes, man, you saw what he did at the WrestleMania. That night at WrestleMania, people had bought the yes and no shirts, and that after the match he had with Seth Rollins, where people were up screaming yes, cheering this guy like John Cena wished that people would cheer for him. How can you not see money in this guy?
Anybody else could be just one of the dumbest catchphrases to have, and he has just owned it.
And here's the thing about it.
And the fans just eat it up like crazy.
They do.
Here's the thing about it. If Vince wants to get more money out of him, then he has it right there. All he has to do is just cut him loose. They throw some of the dumbest things at him, like whether it was the 18 seconds, the catchphrase, whatever, and he is just ponied up like
basically Vince.
He beat them at their own game every time. He takes it, makes it his own, gets over. I mean, every challenge you throw at him, he has conquered it.
What they need to do with Daniel Bryan is what they did with CM Punk. And if they gave CM Punk a mic and said, hey, say what you have to say. They need to let Daniel Bryan do.
What was the phrase? Air out your grievances?
Yeah, air out your grievances. And he did. He aired them.
Yeah.
What they need to do with Daniel Bryan, say, hey, do what you need to do. Wrestle, air out your grievances, do it.
Either that or Daniel Bryan's just going to keep calling your bluffs.
We saw what happened with Seth Rollins. If you cut Daniel Bryan loose and let him have creative control,
he becomes Bryan Danielson.
That's what I'm saying. That if Vince wants more money out of him, cut him loose from the contract, from the WWE closed door policy, and let the guy make you some money. The guy can make you some money. The guy, I'm saying, the man can make you some money. Let him go. Let him change it. Let him change back into the American Dragon. Let him just run. Let him have a run.
I mean,
he'll own it.
The Dragon, him and Rollins and him and Orton, to me, are match of the year candidates. Honestly.
Yeah, he actually could pull out like damn good match. Like Orton,
even though
Orton has gotten a little bit, stale as of late. But when you match him up with someone like Daniel Bryan,
it just depends who you put him in there with. Orton can hang.
Orton will hang.
Orton has no serious road work.
With that kendo stick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See, Orton has before he said. See, Orton has no serious road work on him, but he has a natural talent that allows him to be able to hang with whoever they put him in there with. He's proven that.
The right time, the right zone, he can go.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, but the sad thing about that is, even though the match that Orton and Bryanson had on Raw, even though it was a great match and match of the year in my book too, unfortunately the ratings weren't that good, and I think that's what's keeping Vince in the box about Daniel Bryan, which is stupid.
It's so quick for them to point out what's the problem instead of what's the possible solution.
And plus, Bryan and Orton didn't do him any favors after they used chair shots, which they got fined for.
Yeah, that was
during the match, because that was one where he was going through the ropes and Orton used a chair, hit Daniel Bryan in the head, and they got fined for both.
They were trying to make Vince some money.
That was Triple H's call, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is,
how much was the fine?
It was an undisclosed amount.
Here's my thing.
5,000.
Probably 5,000, 10,000. Here's my thing. If you want to have good wrestling storyline, good wrestling in the match, you're gonna have to do what you have to do. If that means bring out chairs, bring out kendo sticks.
Also, I don't mean to cut you off, Karen, but isn't that kind of hypocritical of Triple H since him and Undertaker did the same thing at WrestleMania?
Yeah, that's hypocritical. That's pretty gay.
I mean, it's like you can't help yourself when you're in the heat of a moment like that in a match. You can't overthink what you're doing. You just do it,
Yeah.
You can't fault them for that, and you're gonna give them a fine.
I'll be fine like every single wrestling match, seriously.
Even though I do have to say that him and Undertaker were fine for those chair shots at WrestleMania too.
But still, the chair shots actually will push audiences to their feet. They're like, "Oh my God!" You're trying to bring back the glory days of wrestling when you're using weapons.
But also you got to remember with all the things that's going on now with the concussions and it's been leading to the Benoit tragedy.
Yeah.
And
they're
trying to cover their ass.
Like a little too cautious, careful, safe,
But when
it's like afterwards, if they're okay, it was nothing great, then don't exaggerate with a fine. Of course, if it led to trouble, if there was like some problems, then yeah, I get it. But
here's my thing. As long as they're properly looked after and take the time off for rest and make sure there's no damage afterwards, it's fine. Unlike, some wrestlers back in the day, they could take chair shots, but they go back wrestling the next day.
Yeah, that's why he went insane and got on cocaine and painkillers.
Yeah, that's the whole main reason.
And some of them with those headbutts, not taking the time to, take a day off.
I mean, as long as they're allowed to take, if they're going to do extreme matches like that, as long as they're allowed to take days off.
Yeah, time to recover.
Then it's fine. And you have a doctor say, okay, they are now ready to go back into the ring.
Yeah.
Not push them back into the ring like they used to.
Yeah, they used to force you back in that way.
You can even have them on the show, just like have them out there talking or something. You don't have to put them in a match the very next moment.
Yeah, just have them out there do something.
Isn't that what Bryan did the very next week? He just saw it. He didn't even do anything really.
Yeah, he just kind of chilled, watched the match.
Yeah, and here's how, like I said, here's how you would do that. Like you would have, just have if you cut him loose. You're in the position, man. You cut Daniel Bryan loose. You let him beat Bryan Danielson. You cut him loose. All he has to do is say that nobody can beat me now. All right.
I have one request though.
What?
If you're gonna have him beat Bryan Danielson, you have to bring that song back.
Yes, you do.
Final countdown.
Yes, you have to bring that back.
You have to.
And he comes out there and just let him call the match. Let him plan and call every match. Let everybody make him.
The catch, he's like, yes.
Yeah, you can. Yes, you can, and that will work great. And then, like I said, you could just put him in a management assistant, let him coach everybody, let him choreograph his matches, let him get the title, and just let him go on this insane run like CM Punk did, but in a different light. Like now, he's saying nobody can beat me. He proclaims nobody can beat me. So CM Punk now is probably the only person, especially a Raw Bryan Danielson, like. CM Punk's the only one who would stand the chance on the entire roster.
Yeah,
just save that for WrestleMania.
Raw CM Punk, because most people tend to forget CM Punk used to be in Indies.
Yeah, CM Punk knows what he's doing. CM Punk got out there and rap.
When he let it out with the pipe bomb and everything after that, that's basically him in ROH.
Yeah, it is.
That was the music, everything. Him, that's just watch ROH. It's the same person.
Oh yeah.
I was telling Shadal and Pike, when you walked away to eat some more candy, I would be fined every single.
I need a fruit roll up.
You're eating a fruit roll up? Okay. I'll be fined every single match that I'm in if I was with WWE, because I'll be bringing out chairs, kendo sticks, fireballs.
Oh yeah.
It's like I would do the same thing. As long as you had a bath ready for me right afterwards, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Like, let's have the water. Oh yay!
Yeah, Pierre would be a gem at that.
Maid's outfits, give me drinks, maybe a Powerade or something.
When it comes to weapons use, Pierre would be awesome.
Not alcohol beverage because this is PG. So if you're eating a Powerade, put a little something in the Powerade, it won't be in business.
Get chair, table, and not ordinary chair, but what is it table called? Dang, I messed up my joke.
It's okay. But yeah, like I would be fined every single match. I'm like, you know what? I don't care. But how much ratings did I get you?
Yeah,
it was a stool.
Yeah.
The Happy Stool.
Bingo.
Yeah, the Happy Stool, the infamous Happy Stool. To this day, little fact right quick off topic. The actual video, the Rise to Royalty, the first Rise to Royalty match video is still trending. To this day, it's been trending for years, and it's still going, and people are still watching and leaving comments. And
we're just that damn good.
Yeah, they still talk about the Happy Stool Pike used. It was this Fisher Price toy that he used in the match.
And they broke.
He smashed it to pieces. I mean, he broke it to hell, but it was great. And we kept using it.
My ass was sore for 2 days after that.
I know it was, but yeah, we'd like to thank everybody for watching it. I mean, that was just awesome.
You know, there needs to be another Rise to Royalty match.
That's been talked about a lot by a lot of us. At this point, we're it's been talked about to do it on a fan appreciation weekend, maybe, but we don't know yet. That's unconfirmed because we don't know who would be in it right now. But
I know some members of the MCWA would like to be part of it.
I'm sure they would. I'm sure a lot of people would. But we'll see.
It was a game changer.
It was definitely a game changer. I didn't know what I was a part of that day until I actually got out there. Really amazing.
Back on topic. More sad news. Low Key is retiring from wrestling.
Yeah, he's hanging him up.
Yeah, he said he's gonna try his hand at voice acting. So, Funimation, there you go.
Not everyone can be a voice actor, really.
True. I don't even know how low key can be.
I was saying this, Archer, make that man a bad guy on your show.
Yeah, there you go.
You won't go wrong, I promise you. Have him cuss up a storm.
One thing Low Key gave me that I'll never forget. He gave me one of the best matches I ever seen when he faced AJ at 0-1. That was one of the best wrestling matches I ever seen ever.
Yeah, Low Key's a great wrestler, but he has a real bad reputation.
Yeah, he does.
Especially with the story.
Kind of a stocky attitude,
especially with the story with him and Tammy Sitch when he threw the chair at her.
Everything has happened with Tammy Sitch. I mean, everybody has.
We already made a rant about that, so just let it be. But
you talking about greatest matches you cannot forget. I know you remember this. California Kid, the first ROH show, him, Daniels, and Danielson.
Oh, it was gold.
One of the best triple threats. That's how you do a triple threat.
It is.
Didn't really get the whole CNC thing in TNA, but he did have some good matches in there in TNA.
Just hell, he even took it. He just let it slide by when have Michelle McCool and Layla as his coaches.
That was.
Wasn't the only good thing about it was that he got to kiss Layla?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so.
That's
coming from a woman too.
That and the look on his face when they gave him that pink shirt.
Yeah, we all know he couldn't kiss McCool because Undertaker would kick his ass.
Yeah, that would not have gone well.
When they gave him the pink shirt, he's like, "That's really nice. It's real nice." Do what I can. It's a nice shirt. The dude talks like a freaking Terminator.
Yeah, he does. His voice, it's just great.
He's like, you try to impersonate him, you just want to say, "I'll be back" right afterwards.
For real.
Mm-hmm.
But I hope he eventually reconsiders and gives wrestling a shot. But if he sees voice work in his future, hey, maybe we'll see him in a Pixar cartoon. You never know.
You never know.
Never know.
He might end up like, an Adult Swim.
I can see him on Adult Swim. On one of those shows.
Yeah.
He could be the Rock of animation.
There you go.
I'm just saying, I can see it.
I actually did come up with a character for a Metalocalypse.
Oh, did you?
Oh, really?
Yeah. I actually came up with 2 characters. Like, if they ever needed another band member, a keyboardist who has his makeup smiles, but he doesn't smile. He doesn't talk. He just plays keyboard.
That'd be cool.
You can't smile.
I haven't
The black
seen
you don't smile, right, Karen?
Actually, I saw it last night.
That was really good.
I'm sorry, that was my nakedness. Well, I was either going to do that or the other one. Like, you got to really, really try. You got to really, really play.
Yeah, that's him.
Really
yeah.
And then the other character I came up with was a pop singer. Who's actually her band is coming up. They're actually becoming a rival to Metalocalypse.
Right. Don't give too much away because people from Adult Swim probably listen. They're gonna take your idea and they're gonna make money.
I ain't gonna get shit.
They ain't gonna get shit. Okay.
I'll tell you guys after.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Tokyo would have been like, don't be a douchebag. She's hot.
Or
Yeah.
What you gonna do? You're gonna try to sleep with the
Yeah, that guy was crazy. The cocaine clown, yeah.
that was awesome. But another sad news, Punk gets a restraining order on his mom. For those that haven't seen the CM Punk DVD, where he talks about his life with his blood family and how it got so bad that he pretty much up and left them and moved in with his adopted sisters. Reports say that
pretty much it took them in, and said because remember the DVD said I got nowhere to go, and that's got to be some of the nicest people you could ever meet. The way they just took them in like that.
Yeah, and from what the reports say, Punk did try to help her out, but she kept begging for more money, and Punk got to the point where he just had enough and pretty much got her restrained.
Threatened to hurt herself and all that.
Yeah, she threatened to kill herself, and she told him that he cared more about his new friends and money instead of his real family, and Punk just had enough of it and got a restraining order on her, and now she can't go to any WWE live events.
She clearly needs serious help. That's just sad.
Yeah, real sad.
We've been just talking tons of sad stuff today on this episode.
We got one more.
Of course we do.
The original Doink passed away.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. May you rest in peace.
Oh, sorry to hear that, yeah.
That was one crazy motherfucker to beat in that WrestleMania arcade game.
Yeah, and for
I loved him. He was one of my favorite WWE personalities because I love clowns and,
He really made the character work until, he messed up and they had to fire him, and then they turned Doink face, and it just went downhill after that.
Because remember when at the beginning he was a sinister bad guy.
Yeah, he was. He
kind of reminded me of it.
Really. He was a very bad guy. Yeah.
Very diabolical. He wouldn't even smile, and and then they just changed it up with when he had the little person with what was his name, Dink.
Yeah, Dink.
And it was just just better. We need more evil clowns.
Yeah, we do.
Yes, we do.
That's what wrestling needs now. We need more evil clowns.
Yeah. But
I'm just saying, they'd be great.
All right.
You know.
Yeah. But
Rob Zombie theme music, you know.
Okay, let's go on.
Just play the old boy theme music. No.
The
big top.
That was enough. Next topic. Let's talk about this segment on Raw. The total waste of time Divas segment, where they had the Bella Twins going after the two new Divas for the new.
Okay, you know what? Okay, let's just talk about this really quick. I do not like the Divas division, period. And the only reason why the Bella Twins are back is because their boyfriends, John Cena and Daniel Bryan, are on the roster, and also they want to be part of the Divas, Total Diva, whatever on Channel E. They have no business.
I had to put you on the spot because you seem like the one who would know which one is dating which Bella.
Nikki is dating John, and Brie is dating Daniel.
Wow. Okay.
What? What?
I'm just surprised you got that right off the bat, but yeah.
That was hilarious.
Because we're all gonna watch the Total Diva show, right?
For Casey, for the audience that hasn't seen, California Kid just put his head on his water bottle chain. Well, I would have to say I had to watch it because we got a reporter on the show. Well, I do.
You do. I don't have to sit there and watch stupid ass bitches acting like bitches on the TV show.
I'll watch it on mute. I just don't want to hear them speak. I'm sorry. I'll listen to Natalia speak. That's about it.
I just have so much.
The reason I want to bring this up is that segment was horrible as hell.
It was a waste of time.
I mean, they were going back and forth with the two girls. And then Natalia and the Funkadelic showed up, and
because all of those girls are on the Total Divas.
Yeah, and you just want to go, what the fuck am I watching?
See, you can never have me there like, get the fuck out my way.
When that segment, I think I changed the channel to watch Under the Dome for a while.
Yeah.
And then put it back to see it was over.
There's just so many better things I could do with my time during that segment.
If that segment is any example of what the show's going to be, that show's going to be canceled within 3 episodes.
No, it's not. No, it's not. You know why?
They're going to also show the replays after Raw.
See? Man, you want to show the replays. It's not going to be canceled because you know why? There's beautiful women acting like stupid ass bitches on TV.
Yeah, but unless they're getting naked, which they're not.
And then you can see some superstars that they're dating.
I would have cared a little
it's
more.
Not gonna. I'm telling you this right.
If Maurice is one of the ones coming back. Or if the show, wouldn't the show have been better if it was revolved around AJ and Caitlyn?
Oh, yeah,
showing their friendship on the road and stuff.
That would kind of fuck up their storyline.
It would.
So, the Divas story, y'all already been saying how the Divas storyline is terrible, so.
Yeah, then again,
And also, also the fact that.
You call relevance on this, is the story even relevant in the Divas division?
And also, not only that, Vince McMahon already killed kayfabe. Who cares?
Yeah, wrestling did. It's a trend that trended along that just killed kayfabe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would like to see.
Big D, you could at least watch that episode, right?
What episode?
When Natalia and Tyson Kidd get married.
When who?
Tyson Kidd and Natalia get married. They already married.
Oh, they got married?
But they get married again, really.
Oh.
It's just.
Like Cody Rhodes.
I didn't know they were still together.
I think Sheamus.
Looking bastard.
Sheamus what?
I think they said like Cody Rhodes is gonna be there, and Sandow and Sheamus, Justin Gabriel.
Well, the Usos is gonna be there because I think one of the Usos is engaged to Naomi.
How do you know that?
Like I said, I read news and rumors and stuff on. You gotta do what we do on the show. Come on.
You're right. I mean, the fact that I know a little bit more about the Bella Twins that I should.
That it shows your commitment.
And also, that's pretty much all I know. But this show is gonna suck. It's gonna be 3. I give it 3 episodes, and
I give it 3
the ratings ain't gonna go anywhere. And bet you, Vince is gonna try to pull the same crap he did with XFL. He's gonna try to get him to skin the clothes and try to get the ratings up, and he's not gonna do a dang thing. Just like he did with the XFL.
What if it does become a hit?
And God help us all.
You'd be like keeping up with
The
Kardashians.
populace has become brainwashed and stupid for real this time. As if they hadn't.
Idiosyncrasy.
As if they hadn't when Honey Boo Boo hit.
Oh God,
You
no.
know?
Seriously, would you rather watch Total Divas or Honey Boo Boo?
I wouldn't watch neither. I would blow
Don't
my.
say neither. You always do
I would
neither.
blow
You
my
gotta pick
brains
one.
out before I watch anything of that nature.
Can I watch Keeping with Real Housewives in Atlanta instead?
No Housewives. Fuck that shit.
No Housewives.
Fuck it. No.
Well, it's got to be between those two. I'd rather watch Real Housewives.
No.
How about Bizarre Foods?
Bizarre Foods, yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Bizarre Foods is
Can we watch
awesome.
Bridezillas?
No.
What is the... Okay.
But yeah,
Karen not gonna understand when I watch that crap, but you fight really?
but
I'm
yeah,
married,
this.
man. I'm just happy my wife wasn't like that.
So we're just gonna see how long this Total Divas is gonna last. The fact that the first episode when they were sitting there talking about when they did the trailer, like we go everywhere for free, we get paid, yada yada yada. This makes me vomit. I'm like,
You
really?
make it a challenge. If you can go through 10 minutes of the episode, if you can do that, you'll get praise.
Yeah.
When does it come on?
I think the 28th.
By the end of the month, ain't it?
Oh God.
10 minutes?
She's
10
scheduling.
minutes.
How are we gonna know?
She's scheduling.
It's
What?
on the 28th.
You would,
Sunday.
what? You would lie to us?
No, I would actually sit there and watch it.
He's gonna do it. What about the rest of y'all?
She's not being sarcastic. She actually.
I had to watch it, even though I've had to watch True Blood later.
I'll do it on mute.
It cannot be on mute.
That's cheating.
Oh, come on.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
10 minutes.
All right.
You guys are actually gonna do this.
I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Wow.
After 10 minutes, then you can put it on mute.
Okay, good. Deal.
Next show we're gonna get an evaluation.
The Bellas better be funny.
They baby. Never mind.
Then there was that segment that they did on SmackDown that just totally was like, really?
What was that?
Neil Bryan better appear in it. Wearing normal clothes and talking normal.
What was it?
Where AJ like did her little thing with Caitlyn, causing Alicia Fox to win, and then
Oh yeah.
AJ runs out with the Divas belt, and then here comes the Bella Twins like, yo, they was sitting there talking to her like, we're gonna get the belt back, yada yada yada.
Oh God, no. We did not
Not
want that.
Fox. Anyone with Fox.
What?
I'm saying, like, that whole thing, I remember that on SmackDown. That was just bad.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, number one, the Divas, the Bella Twins are just bad actors. Period.
They're not even clever.
Are they Kelly bad?
No, Kelly, that was just a stupid rumor. Kelly didn't come back.
No, I said was they Kelly bad?
Like how Kelly was a bad actress, yeah.
I thought you said back, my bad.
Apparently a botcher.
That's a tough question.
That is a tough question. Let's look at this. Yeah.
What? No, I give Kelly a little bit more.
I'd rather Kelly before I watch the Bella Twins.
There you go. I same way. I would watch Kelly for Bella. So it's like, I just can't take the Bella serious.
Are they more worse than that blonde chick that was the Stephanie McMahon's trainer that got off of Bobby Dunham's rip-off gimmick?
Oh yeah, what's her name?
What was that? What?
You remember that chick that they tried to get over as like Stephanie's personal trainer?
Yeah.
Basically ripping off Bobby Dunham's.
That wasn't Tori, was it?
No.
It was another chick.
It was another one.
I would know the name
can't
because I
remember
got
the
the
name.
Wild magazine with her in it, but I don't remember her name offhand.
It wasn't Tori. It was
It was another chick. It was like some.
I bet if you
chick.
say the name, if I see it, I know what you're talking about. But yeah.
I got the Wild magazine with her in it, but I don't remember her name offhand. But she was annoying as fuck.
I just can't take the Bella Twins seriously. I just can't. It's just.
That's what I'm saying. I can't. I look at them and they're doing the whole thing. They're talking. And,
I'm gonna say, so shut up. Just go shut up. Just go in the corner, sit there. You know what? Go get pinned by your boyfriends.
These two divas ain't even that great to begin with.
Not everybody.
They say they're not that great and they're terrible in the ring.
Yeah, they are. They really. They haven't even wrestled really since they've been back.
No.
Yeah, that's
and
because
then one of them danced with the fucking daggles at one point.
Oh.
That was a dance off.
It was a dance off.
I guess.
Go on.
I can't remember.
I don't remember, and I don't care to remember.
Well,
the reason why they're not wrestling is because their boyfriends don't want them to get hurt.
Yeah.
Well,
it's just gonna make me miss the Stone Cold Tough Enough show. I actually got into that show for a little bit.
You know, some of those girls on Tough Enough were better wrestlers than the divas.
Except for the chick that said that Melina and Alicia Fox was the best favorite wrestling match.
Yeah, you remember that was like the one moment everybody remembers when Stone Cold asked Alicia, was it her sister, right? What was her favorite match?
I think so.
And it was, what did she say? Wasn't it Melina?
It was Melina versus Alicia Fox.
Good God.
And for folks at home, California Kid shaking his head. But
you know my favorite women's match?
Go ahead.
Chyna versus Jericho.
What was it?
Chyna versus Jericho.
Jericho was not a woman.
I don't care. But that was a damn good match.
We're not.
How great of a match that was. I saw that on YouTube a few weeks ago, and yes, it was a great match.
It was a great match, but that doesn't count.
You could say Gail.
You gotta have two women.
Okay, you want two women? Then Gail King versus Awesome Kong.
There you go.
Yeah, that was a good one. Gail Kim versus Ivory or any of that.
Trish versus Lita, Raw main event.
Yeah.
That was good.
Victoria, Trish, Street Fight.
Yeah, that was superb.
See, you don't have women wrestlers like those anymore.
Nah, definitely not.
Sad. Yeah. All right. Time for our predictions. Money in Bank is it this Sunday?
It's this Sunday.
Yeah, this is coming up Sunday.
Okay.
Well, Swagger
quick
return.
question. Is everybody excited to see Bray Wyatt and the family tonight?
Yes! What time is it?
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay, we need to wrap this up. I want to see them.
Okay. First, I guess, okay. Let's get this out of the way. First match, World Heavyweight Champion match. Alberto Del Rio versus Dolph Ziggler.
Del Rio wins.
Well,
you said Dolph Ziggler?
Yeah.
Huh.
That's interesting.
Jeez.
Damn. I thought you said Jack Swagger a second.
It depends on how the card's going to go. It depends on what the first match is going to be. Like, are they going to begin with SmackDown Money in the Bank, or, you know, and...
Can we just talk about the match I just said?
Okay,
it helps if I knew how the card was going to be. I'll say Del Rio.
Del Rio.
Yeah, I'm going
probably
to say
slip it. Yeah, Del Rio probably slip through.
They're probably just going to keep... they're going to try to build Zoos up a little bit more. So, Alberto Del Rio.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't be surprised if that changes hands again after that match.
Yeah.
Pre-show match. I forgot about that. Which is stupid as hell.
How the fuck did that get picked to be pre-show?
The tag team champions are on the line. The Shield, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns versus the Usos.
Shield ain't losing now on a pre-show.
The Shield gonna win.
Shield will win.
No matter how much they're trying to build up the Usos now, it's pretty much too late.
Shield is gonna run
them over. A little bit of faith in the Usos, gave them some credibility, but they're not Shielding gonna lose it.
Not yet. It's not the time for them to lose it. So
it's too early.
So keep on working at it, Usos. Keep on working at it.
Next match: Miz versus Curtis Axel for the Intercontinental title.
They're still going to keep it on Axel because of the fact that they're trying to build him as to be Mr. Perfect Son. Even though we all know that he's Mr. Perfect Son, they're just going to keep it on him.
Yeah, it's like I just keep thinking about what happened on SmackDown when he goes, "Luke, you are not your father."
They need to change his name.
But I see that feud going a little bit longer, so I'm gonna say Axel.
They need to change his name.
Axel.
Yeah. Next match.
Chris Jericho versus Ryback.
Waste of time. Jericho's gonna have to carry him.
Yeah. So
look how far the mighty has fallen.
But the thing is with Jericho, he pushes a lot of young developments.
Jericho's gonna have to ride his ass.
That's what he's known for, is helping young talent. So
I mean, it's just gone down to now he's crying about injuries. Jericho needs to got a lot on his plate to deal with. So, but plus he's leaving in a little bit anyway. So I guess I say Ryback.
Yeah, he is. He's gonna be Ryback.
It's Ryback.
Then he'll come back to do more talent.
We'll talk more about that next show because they really screw him up.
I mean, my God, like a year ago, this guy was like killing it. Now he's crying.
Next match, AJ versus Caitlyn for the Divas title.
I
don't see them.
I'm gonna say again another feud. I think he's gonna keep going. So I'm gonna say
AJ. And also, why the hell is Layla still in Caitlyn's corner? She like
coming
Caitlyn's
to a point where if I can predict it, somewhere down the line, Caitlyn's gonna win it back, and then you're gonna see a Caitlyn-Layla feud.
Yeah.
They may be missing something with AJ though. Like I see her, they should just let her keep the belt indefinitely because if they start using her correctly, she could be a keep with the intelligent yet insane kind of thing. Keep her intelligent.
You think that Stephanie McMahon's gonna screw her over somewhere?
I think that's what it's kind of going.
Yeah, they're gonna.
It's gonna try to do like the female version of like Stone Cold, and then so now it's gonna be AJ and Stephanie. Like they're gonna be butting heads, you know.
Sense.
See, the bad thing is it could work if they actually did work.
If it was somebody like Tara, I would say that
would be good. Tara could get away with it.
Not AJ.
No.
AJ's too small and she's more of the brainiac kind of fighter, heel.
All right, next match, WWE Championship, Cena versus Henry. We want Henry, but it's gonna be Cena.
After what he did on that show, I want him to get it so bad.
I would be
that almost had me in tears.
But we all know it's going to be Cena.
I'll be shocked if they give the title.
But then again,
with
I like Cena because I felt the same way when Henry fought Orton.
Here's my thing.
I end up being surprised. I want to be surprised, but I gotta go with Cena.
They're gonna give it to Cena, but I think they're making a mistake.
You think he is gonna leave a little bit after that, for real?
What?
You think Mark Henry's going to leave a little bit after that, for real, this time after the match?
Probably.
I mean, the guy has been having problems and all, so I wouldn't be surprised. But,
I'm going to take off.
All right, let's get to the SmackDown Money in the Bank.
Shit.
Pike, you back me up, because I don't know that many that's in it. It's Damian Sandow, Cody Rhodes, Fandango, Antonio Cesaro, Jack Swagger, and Wade Barrett. And the guy from Damian Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose, yeah.
My prediction for this.
I want Dean Ambrose, but it's too soon for him.
I'm going with this one will probably be the big surprise of the night.
I would say
Cody.
Cody.
I think that's gonna be shocking. I think that one's gonna be a shocker, and I'm gonna say Cody.
I think Cody or Antonio Cesaro would be the big shocker.
It'd be really great if Sandow got it, but I'm gonna go with my instinct, and I'm going with Cody. Ambrose is gonna win that belt eventually anyway, so
it's gonna be either Cody or Cesaro.
Yeah.
Cesaro would be my surprise pick, and Cody would be my major pick.
My major pick, really, because they've been trying to push this, they're trying to push the Jack Swagger thing. My major pick will be Jack Swagger.
No.
My major pick, but my surprise pick is Dean Ambrose. It would surprise me if they go ahead and give him that, that contract right there, then and there.
Well, since we're doing surprise, I say my major pick, Cody. Surprise? You know what? Surprise? Because it would be a hell of a surprise, Barrett.
Yeah.
I don't see it. Cody.
It's, again, the surprise element. I wanted to think Sandow, but no, I think if you want to surprise me, give it to Barrett, but I just think Cody. C-Kid?
I would like to see Cody.
He's been, working his butt off.
I would like to see
him. He's been killing himself out there.
But I'll also like him for him to shave, but,
Well, yeah.
Well, he hates
the mustache. He needs to shave that thing off. That mustache thing made his point. It's time to let it go.
Yeah.
He said his girlfriend doesn't like it either. But
like, so is that your major one, C-Kid? Cody?
Yeah,
What's your surprise?
I would like to see it.
No surprise. Guess not.
No, I can't. I couldn't imagine what would surprise me. I would, if it's Fandango.
Ain't no way
in hell, but that would be a surprise.
That would be a waste.
That'd be a huge surprise.
All right, main event. Well, the last match, the Raw All-Star Money in the Bank, CM Punk, Christian, Daniel Bryan, Kane, Randy Orton, Sheamus, and RVD.
Go, Pike.
Oh, jeez.
Stacker.
I want Daniel Bryan, but I get a strange feeling they're going to give it to RVD to set up Cena and RVD again.
God,
I'm gonna
Who's your
go
surprise?
with Major.
That's what I said. It's not going to be CM Punk because he's going to have to face Raw. It's not going to be It's not going to be Christian. It's not going to be Sheamus. To me, it's going to be Daniel Bryan for my major, and surprise would be RVD. Well, I won't say surprise, but disappointment is RVD. Because, then we just got through with this with The Rock, giving the guy time to come back, and then him leaving, not doing house shows and all that.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to say my major, because my major pick is Bryan. I think he deserves it. I think he should totally get it. And so my major pick is Bryan. My surprise pick, oh God. Well, you're right. It's not gonna be Punk. It's not. Because it's a surprise, and I just want to hear him say one more match, one more time. I'm just gonna say my surprise is Christian.
My major one, even though God, these cards are really, really stacked.
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Does anybody like the whole concept of the faces being in one Money in the Bank and the heels being another one?
Not really. No, I really don't like it.
Yeah, it's
interesting they call it the Raw one also. They didn't even come up with a name with the SmackDown one. I thought they would at least came up with a cool name like the Future or some shit.
Yeah, or the Future. Yeah, I would have done something like that. But like it's like the faces, and then you have
heels.
I just even though he's in that stable, it would have been nice if McIntyre was in that thing.
Yeah, it would have been. Oh, God damn. This is a stacked deck here, man.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, isn't it?
Not fun, is it?
Oh, no, it's not. Because I know CM Punk has to deal with Brock Lesnar. It's too soon for Christian because he just got back. Daniel Bryan has been working his buns off. RVD just came back. This will be his first match for WWE.
Which I don't know why they put him in this.
Because he's on TV.
Get the pay-per-view buys.
Orton really hasn't been going for a title, even though he wants a title.
Holy shit, I totally forgot about Orton.
I thought I did.
I totally forgot about him.
You said you did. Just...
My surprise is Orton. Go ahead.
Okay, Sheamus. They really haven't been working much with Sheamus. That's been worthwhile for me. And Kane.
Let me call 1-800 fella, and that might help me.
And then Kane. Kane should be a heel, not a fucking face.
Thank you.
Yes, he's been funny though. I give him that.
I mean, he could be a funny heel, but he should be.
He can. Go ahead.
He should be more of a heel though, instead of a face. Jesus Christ. My main pick will have to be Daniel. D-Bry.
Yes!
And my surprise is out of the blue, if this just happens. Because we all know that if it comes down to it, it might be RVD that happens, and I really don't want that whole feud with RVD and John Cena.
Please, no.
Not again.
Not again.
Now let's put the title on RVD, but I doubt they will.
No, they would never do that.
I would rather see. My surprise will have to be Orton.
Okay.
All right, Cowboy Kid, your picks.
Okay.
Come on, say your boy.
Well, my major is definitely Daniel Bryan. I think he deserves it. I would like to see him get the belt and just do a run and keep it. But if I had to say a surprise, of course the surprise would be Rob. However, it'd be pointless for him to win because him versus Cena, they never do it. They would never do it.
They need a heel, really, a good heel.
They do.
RVD can be a good heel.
He can be, but I don't want to see that.
If he was a heel,
and they put him with Heyman,
if he became a Heyman guy.
Even though it kind of fucks up the whole story when Heyman screwed him over, but...
I got it. Okay, he comes in.
Well, who's your surprise?
That was my surprise, RVD. They bring RVD in, he joins Heyman, he becomes a heel, and leads to him getting the title, Punk chasing him versus Punk. Bam. You got the feud of the year if RVD's ready and in shape. Well, only if RVD's ready and in shape.
That's the thing with Money in the Bank. You're not just picking who you think is going to win. You're picking who you believe will be champion.
Quick question. Does anybody cash in the pay-per-view?
What?
Does anybody cash it in the pay-per-view?
Oh,
Are you buying it?
No.
Does anybody
cash in the briefcase
on
the pay-per-view?
I think if Cody wins, he will.
Yeah, Cody would.
I think a SmackDown guy will.
Yeah.
Raw guys
with the Raw Money in the Bank, they got to have a story with it. Like, will he, won't he? SmackDown, they don't really care about that.
No, they will take it right there. They will.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna take it.
Well,
of course, you did have Dolph Ziggler who held his for a while.
Yeah, but Raw waits in the wings.
Yeah,
you just wait.
Yeah.
So,
but you have to think he also came from Raw, so.
True. But
whoever wins it, will they be successful?
Depends
on what they do with the storyline
and who it is. But our time is up, people, and I'd like to thank California Kid, Karen, and the Pipe for joining me, and thank you for listening. Please subscribe and leave a comment and tell us what you think about the show.
Like, dislike, share.
Yeah, share.
Like, share, tell your friends, because we're coming. We're coming in a few minutes.
Yes.
Right.
And thank you for joining us, and we'll see you later.
Auf Wiederhören.
Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.